I inhaled it.
Do not inhale.
Yeah, don't inhale. I mean, I got confused about the dankness quality of this inhale.
Coming at you live from the Sacramento Hive, I'm Josh.
And I'm John. Welcome to local Beer.Buzz. We talk about those epic beers on the street or in those breweries that you want to drink. We hit them first. Today we're trying something from New Glory Brewing Company.
For those of you who don't know, New Glory is located at 8251 Alpine Boulevard in Sacramento, and they've been there since 2012.
They're an elder brewery.
They're walking with the cane nowadays, you guys. No grandma on her walker.
But to be fair, most breweries around here, we're kind of in a younger brewery kind of phase. Most breweries are around 8 to 5 years old. Today we're going to try something sweet and chewy.
Gummy Worms Pale Ale, 5.8% ABV. It's one of the better known pale ales around Sacramento. The other one we'll get to in a later episode, but for now, let's focus on this one. And while I crack this beer open, John's got something really important to tell you.
Today I'm going to talk to you about how we grade these beers. We grade on a 5-point scale. The first is appearance, the second aroma, third is flavor, fourth is mouthfeel, and fifth is overall impression. Did we like this beer? We also rank the beer on a 6-point scale. From sandbag this beer, which is leave it behind, to would I tattoo this beer on my face, because it's that crazy good.
Alrighty, let's show them these beers. That's a great color.
Yeah, look at that color.
And if you guys notice, we got some glass. Actually, crystals, which we just charged in the moon.
Moon charged crystal glassware. Yes.
Gotta wait for the full moon to get the full charge.
So if you look at it, it's pretty foggy, but pale ale, it's okay. It can be juicy. It is kind of a juice bomb. That's what they say it is. It's gummy worms after all.
Yes, looks like straight pineapple juice, just straight from the can.
And the smell smells like pineapple juice.
So I smelled it the second we opened the can. Just the room started smelling like pineapples.
It's pretty great, pretty awesome.
Smells good, looks good. How's it taste? Oh, God, that's a great taste.
Tastes like pineapple and mango juice with bits of tangerine, grapefruit. It's definitely a citrus splash.
I get that grapefruit on the really back of my tongue. I'm getting a lot of pineapple and tangerine on there. That grapefruit's really in the back, but it's there.
Yeah, it's like a grapefruit bitterness to go along with this nice bouquet of tangerine and pineapple juice.
This is the best beer K I've ever had.
This is very, very good.
It is. I love the new glasses because you could actually get a really nice swirl on them. Look at that.
Yeah, look at
that swirl. No splash, no nothing. Gives it some head.
This beer's got great lacing all over it too. A nice little thick white head. It's a great beer to look at. Great aromatic beer, and the ABV on it is so light.
You can crush them.
I can't stop drinking it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Normally, when I go out, I drink a couple different beers in a night. I could drink this all night and be happy with it. Just put me next to the tap and just have a continuous flow. Well, it is, wow.
That good. I should also mention that New Glory recently updated their can art. And you can have a look here. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, they actually put some gummy worms on the label.
Yeah, I don't think the last time it had gummy worms on it.
No, it was like a half triangle pattern just around it in different colors. And in my opinion, New Glory labels used to be kind of boring. I think they're really upgrading their labels and putting some work into their marketing, which I like to see. It's really cool to see the different cans, because at 8 o'clock at night, you've had your first couple beers, you stumble on into the liquor store, what you gonna get? You're gonna get the beer that has the nicest can. Unless you see something you like.
Plus, it's always good to see a brewery that is making good beer also reflecting the goodness of the beer on the outside of the can. It's great.
Yeah, and if you look at it, it's even a little shiny, you know? And I've seen that more, like in the King Kong labels, and a couple other labels, they've been shiny. I really like how that's starting to come into the beer scene. Up until 6 months ago, I didn't see a shiny can anywhere.
Yeah, they're definitely more eye-catching.
Well, let's talk about this beer. What do you think about it?
I mean, it comes in 4-packs. That's where I see it all the time, but I would definitely get a keg of this beer. This is a keggable beer for me.
For me, I'd tattoo this on my face. I'd get the start of the gummy worm just right up here and just go all the way down my face to the jawline, you know, just kind of an ending right here. It's kind of like that Mike Tyson tattoo, but a gummy worm.
Intricate tattoos, beer tattoos. Look them up. You'll see some epic stuff.
Man, this beer is so good. It gives me life.
Like the strain of life. New Glory's next beer. Strain of Life is a collab with Solid Ground Brewing Company. It's 9% ABV, a sparkling ale with Picpoul Blanc grapes, Satsuma oranges, and they say on the back that it's like a beer mimosa. Alright, while I get pouring on this, Josh has got something epic to talk to you about.
In addition to being an epic brewery, New Glory also has a restaurant in Granite Bay. If you've never been there, I highly recommend it. I went there about 6 months ago, and it was one of the most memorable lunches I've had. Their burger was fantastic. The pickles were so good. I'm a pickle person. If you've been watching, you know that.
Yes.
Yeah, I am. I asked for a side of pickles, and I asked them what brand are you using. They're just like, oh, we make our own pickles. Let me tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if they grew their own lettuce and slaughtered their own cows. Like, it is such a great place to eat, sit on the patio, look at the view, grab a beer. They don't brew there, but what they're cooking up there is just as good as their beer. I highly recommend it.
All right, let's get tasting this beer.
This definitely looks like it could create some life.
Yeah, look at that color on that. Super clear. It looks like champagne.
Dude, the glow on this is just like, I honestly think charging these glasses in the moon really did something.
Yeah, moon crystals, they're a thing. Check them out. Real science. Knowledge bomb.
Moon. That looks radioactive. Like straight golden nugget, amber. Alright, let's try this thing.
Yeah, looks great. It smells kind of like grapes and satsuma and tangerines.
It smells like a good Chardonnay.
Yeah, like a good Chardonnay. I'm also getting like a little bit of like tropical citrus and pineapple on there too.
I get a little hint of that. Not very much. Mostly like pineapple. I get a little bit of pineapple. Not so much like crazy citrus, but...
Yeah, I mean, I definitely get citrus. You know, in your face grapes, like a white grape, and then lots of citrus notes, just waves of them like in the nose. It's very nice, but definitely, and then he's right, it smells very much wine-ish, like a white wine maybe mixed with a beer, like a beer wino.
A nice blend. Alright, let's see how it tastes. Wow. It's real smooth. That is real smooth.
Very, very dry.
Tastes more like a champagne.
But more like a brut IPA, I would say. Like a brut IPA is pretty close, just not as hop heavy. More like very, very much on the tangerine side. I get a lot of that tangerine. It's a very, very good beer though. Very, very nice.
I really think this is a good beer. It's unlike anything I've ever had. It honestly tastes like they made an IPA and then just fermented it with champagne or wine yeast. You know what I mean? I get the tangerine in the flavor.
Yeah.
Not so much in the nose, but I do get it in the flavor. In the nose, I was struggling to find citrus. I got a lot of tropical pineapple and stuff, but not so much the citrus. In the flavor, I'm getting a lot of that citrus and like no pineapple.
See, it's weird because I'm getting more pineapple in the flavor and not as much citrus as I got on the nose.
That's really funny.
I mean, everybody's flavor and smells are a little bit different, but it is a very good, very delicious, drinkable beverage. I think the only thing that I don't really like about it is that it is a champagne. Like, champagne's my least favorite the dryness of it, just not my thing. But for a beer offering, it is one of the most unique beers around by far.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else like this out right now in the Sacramento region. I've never seen anything like this anywhere.
And it's very light. This would be a great crushable beer to go along with your lunch, to go along with, an afternoon snack, to wow a beer snob.
This is wow a beer snob. This about me.
Wow.
All right. So what are you thinking about this beer? What do you rate this thing?
Again, I would say that this beer is, sure, a 4-pack is good, but it's so unique. It's got so many layers of flavor. I'm thinking this is a keg. This is a keg for me.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I would also get a keg of this beer, especially at 9% for how smooth it is. I want this flowing all the time. It would cut my beer consumption in half. Instead of drinking 9 beers a night, I would drink 4.5, 5.
Wow. I maybe drink 1 beer a night. If you're a 1 beer a night person, save this for the weekends.
You only drink 1. Am I an alcoholic? Alright, we have another one. Ubahdank is coming up. This West Coast IPA hits you at 7.2% ABV. While I pour this, John's got something to tell you.
Today I'm going to talk to you about Hop Hero Homebrew Supply. Hop Hero Homebrew Supply has got epic supplies, both beer making supplies, wine making supplies, supplies for making anything that is awesome and fermented. Come check us out at www.hophero.com. Thanks.
Alright, so let's show the class.
Look at that color.
It's a little bit, it's pretty clear, but it's a little bit hazier than you'd think for like a West Coast. But I mean, it's still within guidelines.
I would definitely say it's more clear than the pale ale we had. This is
definitely more clear than the pale ale.
Yeah, I would say it's actually pretty clear. It's and the aroma on it, I'm getting like a little bit of hoppy resin, pine needles, and
that is a very resinous smell. This smells like a camping trip.
A camping trip. Very vague.
Through the pine forest, trying to find a nice camping spot. That bitter taste you get in your mouth when you can't find one. Oh wow. So this is actually my first time trying this beer.
This is pretty resinous. As soon as you take a sip, you get pine, you get some strong grapefruit peel, and then just a little bit of fruit like pineapple and tangerine just in your mouth.
That is so resinous.
That is so good.
Yeah, but just my mouth is coated in resin. That's almost all I taste. It's piney, it's resinous, but it just tastes dank. And let's talk for a minute about the can art on this thing. Yeah. This can looks like a camping trip. You got a bear on there with a hop in its mouth. You got all those trees and the hops. I am channeling this hipster bear right now. He's wearing circle glasses. We got the same beanie on. Just I am channeling this dude. He looks like he's about to go take a class on on digital art at a community college. I'm channeling this dude.
Totally hipster. The most hipster bear I've ever seen.
The most hipster bear.
Pretty dank in the nose and the flavor. Can art is dank. Everything about this beer is dank.
It's just dank. That's all I could say about it. It's got the dankness. Dank. Yeah. I guess that's why they called it Ubahdank, because it's uber dank.
And the dankness is definitely not for everybody. People don't like the danker beers that don't like the bit more bitter beers, because dankness is definitely like a hop, resinous, thick on your tongue bitterness. And it's one of my favorites because I love the West Coast style. I love, the danker beers, the beers that really have that pop. Whereas lately it's more like sweeters and hazies are dominating, which is not a bad thing. They've got some good flavor, but this is definitely a go-to IPA.
as John was saying, some people don't like those like super dank resinous beers. I'm one of those people that typically does not like a super dank resinous beer. I like to taste more out of my beer than just like pine tar. But this one, I really enjoy this. I can't say I would drink it all night like the gummy bears, but like this is I do really like this. It's really well balanced. There is more flavor besides just the pine and the resin. It's a really, really well hopped beer in my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely, like I said, I get a lot of that pineapple. I get a lot of like pine, and then also some like tangerine and grapefruit in there. And very, very drinkable. It does have a slight bitterness to it and like kind of a danky quality, but that's a quality that I look for in these beers. Like I want that in my West Coast. They hit right on the dot for this one.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is really good. So in terms of how I would grade this, I get a 4-pack. I don't like. It's a lot better than just finishing the beer, but I don't think I can handle a keg.
I think that this is definitely a keg. I love West Coast, and this hit all the right marks for West Coast. They're right on style, and it's got that dank thickness is still on my tongue. It's amazing. I love this beer.
Thanks, New Glory.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell. Tell us what you think, and don't forget to leave a comment. We're always interested to know what you think about these reviews.